everybody.
Welcome back, everyone, to everyone that was here at our last video, and welcome to everyone new.
Yeah. This is After Midnight, and I'm Sarah.
I'm Lydia.
And this is a YouTube channel where we go through Taylor Swift discography and pull out a song, and then we just chat about it.
Deep dive.
Deep dive.
So today we have sparkling wine.
Yeah. Thanks to all of the people who watched our last video.
Yeah.
We got a lot of feedback from our friends about kind of what they want to see.
Yeah, so we'll implement that and work on it. And thank you to all 55 of you. So we all know the Eras Tour movie was announced. We discussed that in our last video. And in the first day, it pre-sold $26 million in the U.S. and I believe $32 million in the U.S., Canada, and Mexico. Which is the biggest first day pre-sale.
That's
ever.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And if I remember correctly, the production itself cost $20 million.
10 to 20.
$10 to $20 million, and that all came out of the Swift's budget.
Yeah.
And so they've already made money in the first day of pre-sales, which is insane.
Taylor obviously knew she wanted to make a movie, and so she was going to different studios, like looking for deals and like what they had to offer. And she didn't like any of them. They were lowballing her. How do you lowball Taylor Swift? So she was like, fine, I'm going to do it myself. Went directly to the CEO of AMC Theaters. They made a deal together. No agents, no lawyers. Brought in lawyers at the very end for like the contract writing and things like that. And then they just negotiated the deal that way.
One thing that I had seen some people talk about was on the trailer for the Eras Tour movie, it goes through all of the different eras. And then the debut album, which is just called Taylor Swift, is called self-titled in the trailer. But I don't know what to make of that. Aren't there some, like, is it officially called Taylor Swift? Can you say, like, Taylor Swift, Taylor's version?
It's definitely going to be Taylor Swift, Taylor's version.
But why is it called self-titled?
Because she can't have it say Taylor Swift. Because then it's like, are you talking about the person or the album?
True.
That's like what usually people do.
But a lot of Swifties call it debut, so why didn't she call it debut?
Because self-titled is the actual, like, in general, what people call an album that they have as their name.
Gotcha.
But also at the same time, everyone was like, you know that meme that's like, Ariana, what are you doing here? It's like that when it came onto that. This is just a little tidbit, won't be long. Ryan Tedder posting on his story, I might be stating the obvious here, but Taylor Swift is the smartest, hardest working, and most talented artist on earth. That's all. Which is interesting because he produced I Know Places on 1989. So people are like, is this a sign that he's coming back for 1989? And that he did some vault tracks as well.
Could be.
Probably. If I had to guess, he's definitely back.
Also on the album is Max Martin and Jack Antonoff. I don't think is going to bring Max Martin back for any of the albums.
Why?
Because he's one of the producers in the industry that if he produces and doesn't write a single word, demands writing credits.
Really?
Yeah. And he's like he was like the producer before Jack Antonoff. Now I feel like Jack Antonoff's producing every pop album.
So this is a song that I think is on the back burner of a lot of Swifties' top songs.
Even like songs in general, I feel like. They always forget, I feel, that she released Eyes Open. Oh.
Okay, we're going to talk about Eyes Open, which...
Yay!
Eyes Open was written for The Hunger Games,
Mm-hmm.
which was an iconic movie. And talking about AMC, I mean, the lines for that movie at the movie theater years ago, back in, 2012?
Yeah.
They were crazy.
Out the door.
And people were dressing like they were in the Hunger Games. Yeah,
I don't remember that. I honestly don't remember much from...
I remember, like, the braids. Like, people had, like, the Katniss braid.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
This song actually never was featured in the movie. It was just written for the movie.
Okay.
I just love the story of how she released it, because she kind of teased it to fans first, if you want to talk about that story.
Yeah, so she was on the Speak Now World Tour in New Zealand, I think, or Australia. And she was like, I'm really excited about this. Like, I probably shouldn't play it right now, but I'm going to play a new song, Eyes Open, and then teased it for all the fans there. Like, can you imagine if she did that now?
I know.
Like, if she played an unreleased song,
Like, if she played...
a vault track.
Oh my god, if she played All of the Girls You Loved before anyone had ever heard it, and was just like, this is also a song that I wrote for Lover, I think people would
Pass
away, yeah.
I would pass away watching the grainy TikTok live.
The
in bed
glitches.
at like 2 a.m.
All of the girls. This was also one of Taylor's first songs written for a movie. She had also written Today Was a Fairy Tale from Valentine's Day when she was dating Taylor Lautner.
A great movie. If you haven't
Great.
seen it, I highly recommend.
Taylor's acting is actually so good. And she also wrote Crazier. Was that in the Hannah Montana movie?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It was
Great song. I love that song.
You make me crazier, crazier. Feels like I'm falling and I'm lost in your eyes.
Eyes Open, Taylor's version. Haunting.
Rock.
Yeah, it really is. It is quite raw.
It is.
Speak Now is her most rock album, I feel like, and it makes
Yeah.
sense that this was like coming out as she was performing all those songs.
Yeah. I know. It's the most, like, I feel like it's angsty.
Yeah. It makes sense though for the Hunger Games.
Yeah. So, I always find it funny when she's talking about, like, being a kid and then, like, all of a sudden you grow up so fast. Like, you hear the song Never Grow Up, and then you hear, like, all of these other songs about her saying, like, yesterday we were just kids, and all of a sudden now we've been through trauma.
Well, for her, it kind of was like that. She
Yeah.
was 16 when she got Wicked famous.
That's true.
And so, like, 16, you're still 15, 14, you're still a kid. And then all of a sudden, she's, like, making contracts, like, being told no. Like, she did just have to grow up and like that.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that a lot of her songs are like that. Backyards winning battles with our wooden swords because they were just playing. And then, just like that, it's
They were just playing.
actually battling with swords,
Yeah.
which is kind of sad.
a
The whole
morbid
first verse is just like their children,
Yeah.
and then it kind of goes into the first chorus. Okay.
Cool summer. This electric guitar.
It's so good. It's really driving the song,
It is.
creating that like haunted rock background.
Yeah.
I love when she says everybody's waiting for you to break down. Everybody's watching for the fallout. Cause like that's probably how she felt too. Like everyone was just waiting for her to
Yeah.
break.
And when she says they never thought you'd make it this far,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of it just being during the time of the Speak Now tour.
Yeah.
And
it puts a lot more context into the song, I feel.
this is also written before she really had like a come down.
Yeah.
Before she really became less popular and got an incredible amount of criticism and was always being criticized for her boyfriends or for being too thin or
Her squad.
or her squad and yeah.
Being fake.
Yeah.
The list goes on.
And so it's almost like she had feared so many things happening about her being famous and what people would think about her. And it's like some of these fears are written in her songs before they came true.
Which is kind of why it makes it so, like, happy now. Because she really went through her worst fears with all the criticism she received, being canceled, and then also, like, losing Joe. I feel it's a
Yeah.
big fear of hers. And now she's the happiest she's ever been.
Back vocals?
Yeah,
Is that her voice?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say her vocals, like when she says "showdown," are so much better in the Taylor's version.
Yeah.
Like so much more powerful. It really adds to the like rock and like haunted and like Hunger Games vibe. I feel
Yeah.
like than it did.
It's like, what does Katniss have that they don't?
Like she has all of the things that she learned in District 12. Like she just puts her head down and works. Everyone in like District 1, 2, 3, 4 has always been praised for everything.
Right, they have a big ego.
Yeah. And so she's just like, I just have to do this. Like, it doesn't matter how much it sucks, I have to do this. And
Yeah.
I'm just going to do it. and work hard. They surrounded you. It's a showdown.
Like, everybody wanted District... So, Katniss was from District 13, if you didn't read the book or watch the movie.
District 12. Can I just interrupt you?
Yeah.
She says, they surrounded you. It's a showdown. And that reminds me of a lyric from Long Story Short, which came out, like, almost 10 years later.
Because she wrote this in 2012.
Yeah, when she says, I was in the alley surrounded on all sides.
Oh, yeah.
Because she's always felt surrounded. Like, she's always felt like there's people around her always trying to, like, attack her. The electric guitar really is the key factor.
It is. So...
Also, something interesting is self-written. Just her.
Well, that was kind of the name of the game in Speak Now.
Yeah.
She, like, needed to have no co-writers on that album.
Yeah, and even if this was a movie, had a co-writer, so she said, not for Taylor's version.
She took out the co-writer?
Slapped a Fearless... No, she just slapped a Fearless cover on it. Even though it was originally part of Speak Now.
Wait, what?
If this was a movie, was Speak Now Deluxe.
Right.
For Taylor's version, it's not on Speak Now because it was a co-writer. She plucked it up, dropped it over here, and slapped the Fearless album cover on it.
I never put that together.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it's interesting that she put a Red album cover on Eyes Open when it was, like, more Speak Now vibes. But I guess it came out closer to Red. But
so this was produced by Christopher Rowe.
Mm-hmm.
So how many songs had they worked on together?
I think before the re-records, they hadn't done any together. He's done all the re-records.
Oh, wow. And Jack Antonoff. So it's been like Christopher Rowe, Jack Antonoff, and
like Aaron has done like vault tracks and stuff.
Got it.
Other people have helped, I think, but it's mainly Christopher Rowe. And I think he's really doing an incredible job replicating the sounds, but making them clearer and making her vocals shine. So it actually won an award, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
It won at the Teen Choice Awards, which it won Choice Single by a Female Artist, which is interesting because, like, that was really the best single. Like, it wasn't even, like, she didn't even promote it. Like, it's not a single. It's not, like, Fearless. It's not mine. It's not, I guess it just goes to show you how good the song actually was.
And then did she perform it after? Okay.
Very good performance.
Really? Should we watch it?
We should watch it,
okay.
I think.
Oh, such a Speak Now fit.
I know.
Look at that guitar, too.
Yeah, it's so good.
Keep your eyes open.
Her vocals in this performance are really...
Yeah, they are really good.
Keep your eyes open.
Aww. Aww. She
Also-
had like a pause before she smiled because the crowd hadn't started clapping yet.
Something that I thought of during that performance.
Yeah.
When she's performing on the Eras Tour, she said that, like, if she's staring at people in the crowd, it's just her trying to memorize their faces.
I know.
And if I look like I'm like staring at you super hard in the crowd, it's because I'm trying to actively memorize your face.
And it's just like, I never thought about that.
Recently, a lot of her songs she didn't write specifically for a show or a movie. They've just been songs that she has, and they've been featured in The Summer I Turned Pretty a lot.
A lot.
And that's on Amazon Prime.
And also, I'm pretty sure she doesn't, like, charge a lot for them. Like, I think if you get approval by Taylor, like, it doesn't cost a lot. Because she actually wants it in there.
Oh, interesting.
Because people are like, how are they affording this? Like, how is The Summer I Turned Pretty affording all of these Taylor songs? And, like, Taylor's version snippets.
I know.
But I think she'll watch something and be like, yeah, I want my song like there.
Mm-hmm.
And, like,
Maybe
probably...
maybe she'll want a song on this YouTube channel one day.
Yeah. Taylor, if you ever want to release something through us and our 55 viewers...
It would be super niche. No one would know.
Yeah. It would take a long time to travel around.
Except for one of our high school teachers and a few friends from a small
Shout
town
out.
in Massachusetts.
Shut up. And our parents.
And our parents who found out about this channel.
In a way where it's like you're in 7th grade and you're trying to keep a secret from somebody, and then they just like, it's like you're taking selfies as a 7th grader and you're like doing a music video, like making one of those. Like, yeah, and you just like, you know, you're too immature to realize how weird it is, but you're also mature enough to realize that it shouldn't be shown to your parents. It's like that. Yeah, that was how at least Lydia's mom found out about it. Mm-hmm. My mom she watched. She was there the whole time, really. Yeah, and I think she's like here for it. Yeah. Which is kind of interesting. I saw my mom on my way over and I was like going to film, and she was like, "Oh, you look great!" Like she was excited. So she's like, "So fun." I think it's just fun. She knows it's just fun.
Anyway, we think that the Eras Tour might be released on Amazon Prime because...
Yes, because The Summer I Turned Pretty and all of these snippets being on Amazon Prime.
It just makes sense. Like, I mean, why not?
She had a falling out with Netflix.
Like an official falling out? Or she just criticized Netflix?
She criticized Netflix.
Yeah.
But I don't think she'd go back. She already did something on Disney Plus.
The Long Pond Studio version. The Long
And
Pond
Lover
Studios.
in Paris, I think, was
Yeah.
on Disney Plus. Before we end this Red Era discussion, I wanted to show my...
Which we'll pull out again when we talk about All Too Well.
Yeah,
But-
I think it's quite iconic. I got this sweatshirt on our store, and it's the red scarf, and it says, "You can't get rid of it." And it's, like, subtle, Taylor, but if you're a Swiftie, you know exactly what this means.
Yeah.
Like, if you see this and read it and look at it, you know.
Like, you wouldn't think, oh, that's a Taylor Swift sweatshirt.
Right.
But it is.
But it
which is the
is.
coolest part.
Yeah.
So, thanks for watching. Hope you got a lot out of the song Eyes Open. I actually had a great time talking about
Me
it.
too. It was eye-opening.
It was eye-opening. Because
No
I
pun
just
intended.
hadn't... Well, we'll see you next time.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming.
Love you.